Good. Any other question?
So this is Swagger, right? Everything is,
Swagger.
so it's like a testing tool also.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah, you
I
said
actually
it's
mentioned
not.
it is not a testing tool.
Yeah, but
It is a API specification tool that you can learn what the API does. You see that? Remember, see? What is the payload? We call the payload. So listen again.
Yeah.
Listen the whole session again. You will get the minimum 80 question. All this every word is technical. You have to put in the you have to connect the dot. How the things are working. How I say the wording.
I know you already said that, but I'm
Okay.
still asking, but just clarifying.
Okay. So and this is the so we got the that's the actually server response. This is the we are sending as a user from the browser or the from the API to from the Swagger, and this is the server response.
So that's the action, and this is the result.
This is the action. You are correct. This is the action, and this is the result. Any question on it? You cannot save anything on the. Go ahead.
Say like the Swagger is like key for the API.
He's right. You can call it because how about this API is consumed by the 1,000 of the company that I sold this platform. If this e-commerce I sell this API, 10,000 people throughout the United States, because there is 100,000 the small company, right? Yeah. They have the e-commerce, but they do not have the platform. They just sell in the store. They can implement this API and they can develop their front end.
All front end on website.
But remember, I use the two words very carefully. So it means your front end beautification can be anything. That's all you, however you want. But the API is the same. So isn't it very like a dynamic that your backend is actually driving? You can make the front end however you want.
Like it's like basically putting on new clothes, glass.
Exactly.
But inside you are still the same fashion mode.
Exactly. So that's the reason the API. So now you see you see the meaning of the separating two parts. Now you see the value separating the front end and the back end because now you can segregate the whole thing. If the front end, so what happened? The 5,000, the small company accepted this API. The 2,000 companies down because their front end is down, but the other 3,000 is still using my back end because front end they are developing. They are actually developing and they have their own DevOps engineer. But our backend engineer we are maintaining all the backend. So you see this, if the front end is down for the 2,000 company, 3,000 companies still using it because our backend is working. Good. So anyway.
Shivlu, what is Carl?
Yeah, we are going there. Any question on that so far?
So over here in what is payload and request body? Can you repeat?
Yeah. The request body is the action you are taking in the sign up. If you did the sign up, you type all the remember, your name, email, and password. Remember, unless you did not do this, you will not know this. Halim. Yeah, if you did the sign up, you pass this information. And behind the scene, actually, this is the one is taking logically. When you type from the front end, actually, this is the one taking. So let's take it out. Let's check it out. Look at the inspect. Okay. Let's click it here. And let's do here. Let's do the register now. And do the. Let's do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? User already exists. User already exists. Match two things. And then three things. Name, email, name, and password. Did it match? Yeah. Here is the different, the sequence. Don't worry about it. Yeah. That's how you, again, remember front end however you want. Yeah. But you see this? Halim, did you see that? Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. So if you did the last week, this will be easy. So it's correlation. And then you did the action. Correct? So it's doing the same thing. So now look at it here a little bit. Click the network. And then everything. Let's click here again. Did you see the match here? 400? Yeah. Did you see the match here? Yeah. 400? Magic, right? So what happened then? When you do something here, actually in the network level, in the communication level, that's the API. And now learn more details. Let's bring it more details. Did you see this? And did you see this? They're the same. It's coming along, right? And did you see the post?
Yep.
POST? Did you see the magic here? I see everything is matching, right? That's the beauty. So now the two systems are communicating. Remember, they give the definition, two devices are communicating with each other, sending and receiving the data, right? That's the RESTful API. So did my magic word match?
Yes.
The post match now? And the payload is match? All the payload match, right? Whatever we said, everything worked, right? That's the payload. So now let's come to a little bit more details here. See how much I can show. That's the payload. Did it match? Remember I said the word payload? And everything is matching, right? You know, some you can see the preview, some you just see the preview. Remember in the API said the same message.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful? Now they come to the header. I did not touch that. Header is like like the more details, which browser you are testing, and what the server is doing. And remember the application.json, what is the data type, and where the server is located, and all of that in the header. It's like what you are typing before you send the mail, you're writing the address, remember? That's the header. Make sense? So header, let's look. Post, bad request. Now we know what the bad request does. Remote address, that's the server address. That's actually the backend server address. Do you know where this server is? Do you know where this server is? Location. Where is the location of the server?
Database.
Where? Location is where? Here on my closet.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking.
Hey, staging
That's
in my
what I
closet.
said on your database.
I have a server there. I have a big server there.
You
500 gigabyte RAM is there. The 64 core processor is running all day. That's all our staging in the on-premises.
You should pay a visit when you see how it works.
Nothing, it's just running. It's very hot.
Just a machine connected.
It's just machine is running processor RAM.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Behind the scene is it's a Linux operating system. You guys see last night, this cloud of people just doing all the Linux, everything. They do everything on Linux. And then
Cloud is a lot of hands-on work.
everybody has hands-on.
No, like for like some other people. Like all this.
No, everybody has hands-on. You have all the hands-on. But once you take in your brain, then hands-on makes sense. If you do not understand your brain, hands-on does not work.
It's like I have always wondered like how the website sign in works.
Yeah,
And now
anyway.
I can see.
Everybody has the hands-on. Everybody has the hands-on. If you write the user story, you will be like you go crazy. If you write the test cases, I showed you one. I'm not going to tell you write for each. You have to do all of this. That's your work. The cloud ops, they have hundreds of servers. They need to do the same work. Prepare
Your
the
instruction will be test these.
yes.
You know what to do.
Yes, your instruction will be you write the user story. Cloud ops will be design the 100 of server, configure 100 of server, and put the code there so that tester can test. Work is there. So let's continue this. You see that keep alive means server is always alive. That's what it says. And the content length, how long the content is. And application.json. Remember you read in the Swagger and the RESTful API, the data format. Data format means .text, TXT file, .jpeg, picture, .pdf, PDF viewer, .excel, Excel. For the HTTP request, there is two major format. One is .xml, another is .json. JSON is used in the RESTful API, 95% time. You saw the data format, right? Here. That's the data format. That's the JSON. Okay. So now let's go with the date and time when the request happened. Server actually keep remembering everything. And then what do you call? server Nginx. That's again the cloud ops thing. You don't work, but you know, and we expect you know. How? You see this? Nginx is a web server. Remember I said that? Remember I said the backend and front end connected through the web server, remember? And that's the Nginx. And you see the first part, the last part, there is a Ubuntu. You see everybody, this guy is doing the operating system.
The operating system is on Ubuntu.
Yes, in the operating system, the cloud ops engineer, what he did, he actually set up a web server. There is a software, and that the web server is actually connecting to system, front end and the back end. So make sense now? And then finally is Express.js. So what is the Express.js now? So the full e-commerce application, the software stack is MERN, MERN. Software stack is MERN. M means MongoDB. Remember, database means where you, if you remember, you need the box to store the data. So database is MongoDB. That's the Mongo. E means express, and that's the express we are. R means React, and N means Node.js. So all the API you are seeing is actually the Node.js is the engine, Express.js actually the framework or the library that you are the developer write each of the API based on the Express.js. Not your business, but know the stack. Manager knows what you're talking. When you say, I work in the e-commerce based platform, it is MERN stack. Everybody will know. MongoDB, React, Express.js, Node.js. Frontend is also done in the JavaScript. Backend is also the JavaScript. And the database is MongoDB. That's it. Express.js is actually the framework to write all the API for the user. For the user means the front and back end connection. And you can read more details. I think we're good for now here. You do not need to understand all the details. And but this is how the behind the scene work. When you do something, the backend is actually doing all this mechanism to show you either you sign up or you're not signing. Not you did not sign up. Question? We'll take a break in 10 minutes, okay? Let me continue that. Okay. We're not taking a break now. No, 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. We're done with the Swagger. Swagger is done. So Swagger, you wrap up. Swagger is an API specification tool. Swagger is implemented by the backend developer based on the user story. What it does based on each of the endpoint, and you know the payload, you know the request body, you know the HTTP method, get, post, put, delete, and then you actually try it out, and then you get the response back, and then based on the response, based on the user story, you get the response back. Now you can actually take the response from here. Now we will go to the new tools. It's called the Postman. That's where actually that's actually the API testing tool. There is 1,000 of testing tool, but Postman is one of the API testing tool. It is free. It is used by the developer, software engineer, DevOps engineer, QA engineer, and the product owner. Everybody use the Postman. Why? Because they need to test the API, make sure the API is working. Why? Because before you consume the API in the mobile, web, or desktop, you need to do the thoroughly testing. Testing, what type of testing? Positive testing, negative testing, and then you actually certify as a qualification engineer. Yes, this user story working fine. All testing is done. AD test case executed. You develop all the test cases, and you do in the Postman. It is the core job of the quality engineer. The product owner knows very high level. They also do the testing, but they're not responsible for the testing. DevOps engineer, no high level, this is not their core job. The software engineer, no high level, this is not their core job. The core job is quality engineer, because they qualify an application should go live or not. Good, but everybody knows high level. Quality engineer knows very details. So product owner, you have to know how the API works, how the Swagger works. So now somebody asked, what is the curl command? So basically whatever you put in the request body, it is just giving you like the compact version. So you can actually execute from the command prompt, by the way. Yeah, you can actually, the curl is a command prompt, like you can, the same thing. The whole request body, you can run from the command prompt to see if it is working or not. But anyway, we are going to do some mechanism with the curl command. Copy this, okay? We have a Postman here. We have a Postman. If you want to download the Postman, just simply go to Google, download Postman. Do not do now. I'm just showing you. This video is recorded. Please download Postman, and you see this postman.com. Download it based on the mobile, sorry, device. You cannot do anything on the mobile, by the way. Either you do the what is called on the Mac or the Windows. It will do right away. Just simply download it. Once you download, you need to install it. That's it. Simple. 2 click. I think once you download it, you just click it, it will install itself. That's it. Good. So Postman. We'll just bring it here, then we will go break. Okay. So Postman is a company. They developed the Postman for the RESTful API testing. Postman is free. Also, Postman has an enterprise version. We'll be learning the Postman today and the next, like the workshop, very details. Then you guys are done with the Postman. So you can actually log into the Postman as well, or you can use it free. You can log in once you the first time. Let's log out. Once you open the first time, it will be like the opening like this. Let me close it, then you guys will know right away. So that's the Postman. Where it is? Oh, how come I cannot see it? Anything? How can I cannot see anything? Okay, good. Postman is. So once you open it, just open the Postman. You can sign up like a regular sign up. You can sign up with the Google. That's fine. And if you are using the old version, it will just tell you you're using the old version. I just don't care anything for now. Or you can download the new version as well. And we always ask the question in the interview, which version of the Postman did you use? Okay. So by the way, let's go. I'm downloading with you guys so you guys know from the scratch. And it is downloading. Give a little bit time. For now, I'm just going to close it. Close it. I just close everything now. In the here, just simply sign in. Look at this. You can do the sign up. You do not have an account, or you can do the sign in with Google, or you just say, take me to the app. If you do either of this, sign up and sign in, anywhere world, either you log in the Postman, the same user ID, you get all your work right away. If you do not sign up or sign in, whatever you do, only this computer. So it's the best to do the sign up or sign in. Good. So let me do the sign in. Let me do the sign in. So let's do the sign in. Why is coming? Why? Okay. Sign in. Oh, it did multiple times. So of course you do the. I don't know my password really. To be fair and square, I don't know. By the way, I don't know. So you guys need to do the sign in with your Google. And that's not my goal. Was the different. And I don't want you to see my password. I have to look my password, by the way. So let's do it after the break because I have to find out my password. So you do the sign up first and do the sign in. What is the benefits? Any computer you log in, you will get right away all your work. Of course, in the corporate environment, we do not want that. In the corporate version, you use the company's the enterprise version. But in general, Postman is free. Postman is also JavaScript.
Also the same interface for corporate and regular.
Yeah, same. Postman is also built by the JavaScript. The same app you see, PS4U app. It's called the Electron.js. Oh my God, what happened? It's called the Electron.js. JavaScript has a million of library. One of the library called the Electron.js. And the Postman is built by the Electron.js library. So the PS4U desktop app, Electron.js. So that's a good thing, right? Postman used by the over 8 million, 9 million developer, software engineer, QA engineer, product owner, project manager, enterprise architect, software architect, DevOps engineer. Everybody uses the Postman for the API testing or the API verification. All right, so guys, let's go take a break and come back at like 1:15, and then we'll actually go over the Postman and the same API. You will see how you actually create the positive testing, negative testing. You can do all the testing, and I can shut down the server. You will see nothing is working. Okay, so you will see how the backend is actually driving.